YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Ray. I am the original, ordinary guy. Fellas, stop self-sabotaging. Get out of your head, man. Get out of your head. Stop overthinking things you actually want and want to succeed. That's how we get nothing done. That's how you get nothing done. That's how you stay complacent. That's the recipe for a complete disaster. And then when you look back, you have regrets. Like, damn, I should have kept with it. I should have stuck with it, regardless of what I was thinking. And the thing about it is, the things we're thinking haven't even happened. It could go wrong. What you're thinking could happen. But how do you actually know if you don't attempt? What you think in your head could completely be 100% a fact that it's going to happen. But how would you know if that's true if you don't try? If you don't even try to succeed? Success, hell, take success off the table. This can teach you something. It can be some type of lesson. It can be some type of, discipline act that you need to go through. But you wouldn't even know because you gave up in the beginning. Because it looked hard. Because you thought it was hard. Because you felt it might be hard. You know how many people have told me they wanted to start a YouTube channel, but they're scared of what other people might think of them? Mind you, people they don't know, people they've never met, people they've never seen a day in their damn life, but they're worried about them. They're worried about the unseen. They're playing it out in their head, and they're playing it out in a negative way, because that's what we do. That's what we do as humans, especially as men. We always look at the negative. We always look at the most horrendous, the most horrific thing that can go down possible and be like, you know what? This is probably going to happen. 9 times out of 10, this is what's going to happen. And then when you quit and you give up and that don't even happen, you regret it. You feel sorry. You start to feel sorry for yourself, and then start to look for others to feel sorry for you. But that shouldn't even came to your mind because you did it to yourself. You self-sabotage yourself. You say, you know what? The worst thing is going to happen. It's not what's the worst thing that can happen. No. The worst thing is going to happen. So therefore, since the worst thing is I don't want to be judged, I quit. I give up. I don't want to start. Since the worst thing that's going to happen is that I might not get no views, I give up. I quit. I don't even want to start. Since the worst thing is going to happen is that people are going to disagree with me and start to make fun of me online or call me out of my name online, I give up. I don't want to start. Forget about it. Never mind what I said. People that ask me about my equipment, people that ask me about the mic, people that ask me about my channel, people that seen my channel, all types of stuff. Hella people agree, hella people don't agree. I just got cussed out on TikTok yesterday by anime character Avatar. He cussed me out. He disagreed so bad of what I said, he cussed me out. That could have shut a lot of men down. They could have shut down. Me, looked at it, okay, he disagrees. It is what it is. I'm not about to go back and forth with people on the internet I've never seen in my life, or I've never met, or I'm never going to meet. You're worried about other people. That's the problem we have. None of y'all ever been selfish for real. None of y'all ever really put yourself first. You know what I'm saying? We was always taught, me too, fellas. I was always taught, put other people before you. Put other people's feelings, goals, and lifestyles before my own. And when I actually started putting my own shit to first, that's when people start coming at me in a negative way. And it was awkward at first. And I was like, oh snap, I need to switch it up because people are starting to not like me or dislike me and say things about me that don't even exist, that aren't even realistic, but they're making up things. They're trying to reverse my mindset, reverse my lifestyle around. And sometimes it worked growing up. I'm not gonna lie to you, it worked. But now that I'm a grown man, it's impossible. You can't possibly say anything or do anything to make me self-sabotage my own life, my own self. If I'm gonna mess this up, I'm gonna mess this up. You get me? You know what I'm saying? If this thing is gonna burn down, I'm gonna burn down with it. But a lot of us don't have that mindset. Well, we need to adapt that mindset because you shouldn't care. In reality, you shouldn't care what other people are talking about. People are suffering. You understand? People are suffering. We are in a suffering time right about now. People are desperate. People are depressed, and some people feel oppressed. They feel like victims, which I'm gonna get into in another video. But people are looking to put their anger out on other people. So when they see you shining, glistening, and gleaming, guess what? Guess who's next on the chopping board? Your ass. Never heard of you, never seen you, never met you, but since they're feeling some type of way, got some type of animosity, and their life is so crap, and their life is so down bad, you're on the chopping block. And if you have a sensitive heart, if you have thin, fragile skin, you will feed into it. Thick skin, fellas, thick skin. I was in the gym the other day with the partner, and he was just saying, man, I don't know what I should say to certain things. I'm like, bro, say what you want. Still be a man, still be masculine, or try to be masculine, still be respectful. You don't gotta go out of, you ain't gotta sound like the nicest guy in the world. Just say it. Spit it out. You know what I'm saying? Stop overthinking small things. Because those small things, I'll be real with you, that's why we don't get nothing accomplished. That's why those big things that we really want in our mind, we never get accomplished. Because we sweating over the small stuff. I don't know how to say hi to this person. I don't know how to say this to this person. Bro, just say it. And if you mess up, go, move on to the next. Go on to the next. Try again tomorrow. Try again the next day. Get used to that. Get used to that feeling of, okay, this is awkward. How do I stop being awkward? Okay, this is weird. How do I stop being weird? Work on something. But what's the problem with working on things? What's the problem with working on things? I know the problem, because there's no guarantee that we're going to succeed. That's the problem. There's no guarantee that we're going to get the prize at the end. There lies the problem. We want to look at the beginning, skip the whole process, and look at the end. So we just want the beginning and the end, and that's it. And some of us don't even want the beginning. How senile and dumb that sounds. We just want the end. Just give me the prize. But you forgot the middle where you did all the work. You forgot the middle where you did all the pursuing. You forgot the middle where you did all the failing and the lessons being learned. You forgot the good part. How did you go from the beginning to forgetting the good part? And that's why we get nothing. That's why we don't get the big things done. The small things we can't accomplish, and we forget the middle. We forget the work, and we just give up. A lot of us give up. Holy shit, it's an epidemic of men giving up. It's an epidemic of men just quitting, not even trying. I'm not just talking about with jobs. I'm talking about personal stuff. Things that we really want. Things that we sit down and be like, I want this. I need this. It's a burning desire in my heart for this. But when it came to push and shove, and we heard other people talking, or we saw something on social media that didn't line up with what we wanted, we quit. We're done. Within a matter of 24 hours, we throwing it away. We throw the paper away. We didn't even try. We didn't even try. We didn't even attempt. We didn't even get our feet wet. We didn't even get a chance to fail. We just gave up. We looked at other people's lives and we just said, I can't match up. The women have said something, I can't match up. People can allow you to self-sabotage yourself for things that you can't change. Your skin tone and your height. Damn near, and your genetics as well. Instead of adding on to your genetics, you're blaming your genetics because other people have told you. Other people have convinced you that you have a problem and your genetics is the sole problem. Instead of using your genetics to your benefits, which we all can, you listen. You self-sabotage. It got in your head. That's what me and my brother used to do in basketball. We used to talk. We didn't talk trash loudly, but if we had to guard somebody, we used to talk down on them to make them feel, even though we didn't have no personal beef with them, it was just, it's not personal, it's business. We're on this court, I don't know you, I don't like you. And we used to talk to people filthy, not really derogatory, but we used to make them feel bad about themselves and get them off their game. And it worked 9 times out of 10. We were so slick with it, it worked. And that's what people are doing. People are whispering in your ear. And that's another thing, fellas. The only time they get to whisper in your ear is when you let them know what you want to do. Keep it to yourself half of the time. See, when I was moving to Charlotte, before I even moved to my mom's house, I was telling people. And at one point in time, I'm not gonna lie to you, people were doubting me. They were like, oh, you're not moving, you're just talking. You just have one excuse to move to your mom's house. And then I sat down, I was like, yo, is that true? And then it started to eat me up. I'm like, yo, that might be true. That might be, I just want an excuse to move to my dude's house and save money. Like, is that what's really going on? So I started doubting my move to Charlotte. And then I stopped talking about it, and I started getting more confidence. Okay, I am moving to Charlotte. Until the point where when people brought it up, I was more confident about it because they already knew. I couldn't tell them that it, shut up about it because they already knew that I was going to move because I already opened my mouth about it. I got to the point where it's like, haha, all right, well, you just watch. Now it's making me more motivated. I already told your ass, now I'm going to do it. Now watch me do it. And I did it. Same thing with the channel. Same thing with my business. Same thing with everything, fellas. Same thing with everything. Yes, I feel down. Yes, I get discouraged. I say it all the time. Yes, I have second thoughts where I do. And sometimes we're going to have to go back to the drawing board. Well, what you scared of? Wipe off what you had at first. It didn't work. Okay, cool. If it don't work, it don't work. But how the hell are we going to know it didn't work? If we just think it's not going to work? No, that's not what it is, bro. Just because it didn't work for somebody else, maybe it's not working for you. Just because uploading the video every day didn't work for this guy or this girl, it's not gonna work for you. How the hell do you know? You don't. But since you got it in your head that it didn't work for somebody else, you put your foot in your mouth and you shut down. And that's what we can't have. That's the type of moves we can't be making. That's not power. That's weakness. We gotta get that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get that bitch up out of you and go for that. Take that risk. And you might fail. Hell yeah, you might fail. But you're gonna learn in the process. That's the beautiful part about it. We don't lose anything. We just fail and we learn. What we losing, bro? We only lose when we quit in the beginning. We only lose when we quit in the beginning. We only lose when we self-sabotage. We only lose if we don't get out our own heads. That's the only time we ever gonna lose, man. We are winners, bro. I'm telling you right now, we winners. And a lot of y'all don't see it. A lot of y'all look in that mirror and you identify as a loser. Okay, you might be a loser. You might be a loser, but you don't gotta stay a loser. That's the beautiful thing about transitioning. That's the beautiful thing about grinding and putting belt to ass. You don't have to stay a loser. I said enough, man. I said enough, man. This is a warning, not advice. All right? That's another damn reality for your ass. Love.